Hola, bienvenidos a Sentai TV. Me encantaría decirles que les traigo un video fantástico lleno de alegría, pero la verdad es de que no. Tristemente, el día de hoy murió una de las personas más importantes en el mundo de los cómics y tal vez también del cine. Así es, señores, hoy falleció Stan Lee. Sin más que decir, le hemos preparado un pequeño especial y espero lo disfruten. Comenzamos. Stan Lee nace en Nueva York un 28 de diciembre de 1922. A finales de los 40, antes de concluir la secundaria, Stan Lee consigue trabajo en Timely Comics. A los 20 años debutó como guionista con un relato de 2 páginas solamente, protagonizado por el mismísimo Capitán América. Una de las pequeñas curiosidades de esto es de que en ese tomo es la primera vez que el Capitán América lanza su escudo, algo que ahora es súper típico. Stan Lee no solo era un gran creador y tenía una gran imaginación, también era un gran ser humano y esposo. Aquí les dejo un pequeño video donde pueden observar cómo habla de su esposa y al finalizar van a ver que le van a dar muchas gracias a ella.
This year you're going to celebrate 70 years of marriage to your wife, Joni.
We decided to stay with it until we get it right.
Right.
We're still working on it.
I want to know how you two kids met. I want to know that story.
After I got out of the Army, I decided I think I'd like to get married. I was tired of living with sergeants and corporals and privates. I wanted to live with a girl. And so I started looking around for a girl to marry, and I found it's not that easy, really. There are a lot of girls, but you got to find the right one. And then somebody told me that there was a nice girl working at a model agency, and I should go up and try to meet her. I could mention his name. He told me her name. He said, go up and ask for her and say I told, blah, blah, blah. So I went up to the model agency, and I walked up to the desk where the greeter was, and there was this vision standing at the desk who said, may I help you, with a voice that was music, and a figure that was indescribable, and a face that you couldn't believe. And I said, I love you. I really did. I couldn't help myself. And we started talking and kidding around. And the next thing I knew, I took her to lunch. She wasn't the girl I was supposed to meet. I never saw that girl. She was inside somewhere. And her name was Joan, and I took Joni to lunch. And then we got married. It was a good lunch.
I personally believe that she's the reason we're here. I think Joni is responsible for the Marvel Universe, right? Because,
she's responsible for my universe, right? That's for sure.
But, there's that story where you were going to quit, right?
Now I see what you were leading up. You are clever, and the way you get around.
This is all about Joni. We wouldn't be here. This wouldn't be happening.
I was doing the comics, and my publisher, Martin Goodman, told me how he wanted them done. A lot of action, a lot of fight scenes, not too much dialogue. Our readers don't like to read dialogue. And don't use any big words. They're not good at vocabulary. Just concentrate on the fight scenes. That's what they like. Well, I can write a fight scene, I think, as well as anybody, but that's not what I wanted to spend my life doing. I said, how about characterization? How about caring for the characters and building them? Give me fight scenes. So I went home and I said to Joni, honey, I think I'd like to quit. I can see this job as a dead end. It's going to lead to nothing. I might as well leave now and try to find something else to do. And then the thing you're leading up to, she gave me the world's greatest advice. She said, why don't you do one book the way you want to do it? The worst that'll happen, he'll fire you, but you want to quit anyway. At least you'll have gotten it out of your system. I thought that was good advice. So I did the Fantastic Four, which was more the type of story I wanted to do. It wasn't all fight scenes, and I had 4 characters that I could give different personalities to each one and so forth. And I did it. I didn't hear much from Martin about it until 30 days later when the sales figures came in. And he said, hey, Stan, you know that Fantastic Four, it did well. It sold more than any of our other books. How about if you do a few more titles like that? And that's what started the whole thing.
So bottom line, guys, thank you to Joni, right? If not
for Joni,
Yeah.
I'd be sitting here. No, I wouldn't be sitting here.
I'd be a mall cop.
I'd be outside saying, hey, you got a nickel?
Como pueden ver en el video, Stanley amaba demasiado a su esposa y después de saber que ella lo convenció a hacer su forma original de cómics, en vez de solo renunciar, ustedes también la amarán. Tristemente, ella falleció el año pasado, en julio, a los 93 años. Stanley era alegre y le gustaba tanto lo que hacía que salió en incontables cameos. Aquí les dejo unos cuantos. Con más de 11 premios en su vida, por su gran trayectoria, se los ganó a pulso. Como dato curioso, Stan Lee tenía mala memoria, y sí, no era por la edad, siempre la tuvo así. Por lo mismo le ponía el nombre y en el apellido la misma letra, como puede ser Bruce Banner y Peter Parker, entre muchos otros. La palabra con la que siempre se despedía Stan Lee, Excelsior, esta está en el escudo de Nueva York, donde son muchos, pero muchos de sus personajes, y significa hacia arriba y hacia una gloria mayor. Nadie duda que Stan Lee se merece una gloria mejor, y como despedida le agradecemos por humanizar a los héroes y brindarnos un mundo tan vasto que será difícil acabárnoslo. Bueno, yo soy Demerak y estamos en contacto.